Good morning, afternoon, or evening. Thank you so much for joining us on today's I Give Tools webinar for cause administrators. All right, it looks like we've given folks a little bit of time to join, so we're going to go ahead and get started. I will introduce myself. I am one of your presenters. My name is Kimberly Logan, and I work in charity relations here at iGive. Also on our call today is Mr. Rob Grosshandler.
Thank you and welcome everybody.
We're going to spend about half an hour taking you through the I Give button with the NewTab feature, cause shortcuts, which you can update on that new tab, cause content cards to help you connect with your supporters via that new tab. And then we're going to hear about a wonderful promo that we've got going on. And hopefully we'll have plenty of time for some Q&A at the end. But again, if you think of a question along the way, feel free to type it into the GoToWebinar panel. So what is NewTab? NewTab is a part of the iGive button that allows you to communicate directly to your supporters. When your member or your supporter has the iGive button installed with NewTab on, they see this as their home page. So the iGive logo and also your cause's name. And then they can use Google or Bing or Yahoo, whatever search engine they want, like they normally would, and they'll see a selection of shortcuts. So we have a couple of sponsored shortcuts, and I personally have added the shortcut to my library and my Yahoo Mail. And if I wanted to add another one, we have the option of add shortcut here. And what you can do as a cause administrator is actually add a shortcut to your cause's website. And I'm going to show you how to do that. The new tab option is currently available for Chrome, which is, as I said, what I will be doing most of the demonstration on. Also, it's available for Firefox, and coming soon will be available on Edge and Safari browsers. So the first thing you'll need to do is log into your iGive membership. And when you do, click on Cause in the eyebrow menu, which is available on every page of iGive. From there, you'll click on the drop-down menu, and here you will select Edit Cause Information. Now, because this is private information or details about your cause that you don't want just anyone to be able to change, you will need your cause administrator login details. That is different than your member email. On this page, we're asking for either your cause ID or your cause administrator email, and that information was sent to the person who was listed as the cause administrator at the time the cause was listed. So if it's been a while or you can't remember who actually has that, you can simply click on can't find your cause ID password, and we'll send you an updated one right away. So once you've filled in that cause ID and the cause password and click submit, it'll take you to the dashboard, which is another drop-down option. And you'll see a variety of things that you can change. You can change your contact email address, your ID and password. And if you scroll down, we're going to start looking at shortcut on NewTab. So you'll click on that blue plus sign and it'll expand and you'll see these three fields. So the shortcut name is typically going to be your cause's name. In my case, that's Friends of Petrates, which is a rescue near my home that I support using iGive. If you do have a longer cause name, for example, Juvenile Diabetes Research Fund, it may make sense to abbreviate that and just put JDRF as your cause shortcut name, and that's what will appear on the new tab for your members. The cause shortcut URL is the website address for your cause. In this case, that is www.friendsofpetrates.com. We're going to leave alternate image URL blank for just a second, and I'll come back to it and tell you why. So I entered these two details, which are the required fields, and hit submit. This is in iGive Tools. Now, if I go and look at iGive NewTab, the same as the earlier example, this is that link, the shortcut to my cause. And if I click on this, I'm going to go right to friendsofpetrates.com. As you can see, the link to your cause's website, the shortcut, is the first one in that row. We use these sponsored links from iGive stores to help pay for Dime a Day, which I'll talk a little bit more about later. And we may offer favorite stores to iGive, and then anyone's personal shortcuts that they have added will come after that. But we're always going to put your shortcut first in line. Now you may notice that this image is a W with a circle around it. And you might be thinking, what does that have to do with Friends of Petrates? And the answer is nothing. So this image for Friends of Petrates, you can see this is the Orbitz logo, the Nordstrom Rack logo, the Yahoo Mail logo, is called a favicon. Some people call it a favicon. I like to think of it as a cross between the word favorite and icon. And in this case, the internet has worked its magic and pulled the favicon that's associated with the website friendsofpetrates.com. But the internet magic in this case didn't work out so well. The website for our cause was built on a platform called WordPress. And you may be familiar with WordPress or Wix or Squarespace or some of these other website building platforms that your cause may have used to build their website. And depending on how your site was set up, the internet magic will pull the logo associated with your website or with the website builder. And in this case, it is a WordPress website. Not to worry though, because I am going to show you how you can update that image if you aren't happy with what the internet powers have chosen for you. And to do that, we're actually going to go to the Friends of Petrates website and find an image that we would like to use. So this is their homepage, and this is a close-up of the image that I want to use as the favicon. Now, I suggest when you're doing this that rather than closing out the window of iGive tools and opening up a new window with the website, you simply open up a new tab so that you can kind of bounce back and forth between the website that you're pulling information from and iGive tools where you're updating. So if I were to right click on this image, now this is for PC users, again, excuse me, we'll have some notes in our support system for Mac users, but this is a PC user on a Chrome browser. On this image, I would right click and this menu would show up. The option we're looking for is copy image address. So in order for this to work, a image file will not properly update. So it actually has to be an image that is being housed on the internet somewhere. And the best place to find one that is relevant to your cause is actually on your cause's website or on your cause's Facebook or somewhere where you're already using images that you like for your cause. So we're going to copy the image address, and then we're going to go back to our other tab that we left open and paste it right here for the alternate image URL. Once we've pasted it and clicked submit, we're going to go back and open up a new tab and see that that image is no longer a W with a circle, but it is the logo for the image that we just selected. So now when you or your supporters open a new tab, they will see your cause name, or at least the beginning of it, depending on how long your cause name is, and an image that is relevant to your cause. If you are not satisfied with the size, you can work with the web developer who maybe helped set up your cause website. Or if you can find an image, our ideal size for this favicon, and this will all be in the notes in support, is 64 by 64 pixels. So if you have an image of that size, it'll show up filling up this square like the Bed Bath & Beyond one does, or the Columbia logo, or the Yahoo, or even my library favicon. On this NewTab page, you'll see that there are some images with some text below them. These are content cards that will either be messages from iGive talking about our new member promo, which is going on through the end of September. Don't forget about that. Or messages from an iGive merchant. Zappos has an interesting article about wardrobe pairing opportunities. We have a little note saying thank you for using NewTab in general. But I'm going to show you how you can actually create a message directly for your members that's specifically about your cause. So back in the same cause dashboard, we're going to go below the cause shortcut on NewTab and open up the cause cards on NewTab function. For cause cards, we have two options. You can do text and image, which here is an example, or you can do image only. And I'm going to go ahead and show you both of them. On the right, you'll see there's an example of the text and image type, and that's essentially half an image, and the upper half is the image, and the lower half is any text that you would like to use. And there's a handy dandy link to our support article for helpful hints, not tints. So again, you're going to want to, when you select text and image, you'll get a list of fields that are required. And you're going to want to open a new tab to go to wherever on the web that you're pulling information from. I opted to go directly to our cause website, again, friendsofpetrates.com, but you might be pulling information from your Facebook or your Twitter feed, or maybe there was an article about your cause in your local newspaper and you want to link people directly to that. So I would open up a new tab and have my website available. In the address bar, I mouse over the entire web address of the page that I want to take people to. So instead of just friendsofpetrates.com, I want this specific card to land on the volunteer page. So I'm going to highlight and copy this address and come back to the cause generation card in our tools and paste it on the click-through URL. So the click-through URL is where we want to take people. The image URL is where we want the image we are displaying to come from. So again, I can go to our website and click on the image that I want. I'll right-click on it and click Copy Image Address and come to this image URL field and paste it in here. The next field is the headline, which I am going to use foster today because Friends of Pet Traits, part of their volunteer request is to have people foster animals that are brought in to the rescue. So you want a headline and some information that is relevant to the image, that is relevant to what's going on with your cause at the moment, or any action that you want folks to take. Maybe like Friends of Pet Traits, you need foster volunteers. Maybe you have an in-person event coming up or a fundraiser, or maybe you want people to register for your email list. You can, with this card, you can take people directly to wherever that action is on your website and have an appropriate image and information about what's going on. Click Add Entry, and you're done. So now when I open New Tab, we have our FAVICON is still here, and we have our Foster Today image and text. And you'll see down here, from your cause, that lets members know that this message is not an advertisement. This message is not directly from iGive, but it's actually you, the cause, speaking directly to your supporters about what you want to convey. You can have up to 3 cards at any given time. And I'm going to show you the image only card before we then talk about our upcoming contest. So if we were to select image only, the required fields are the click-through URL, which is again the landing page we want our members to get to, the image URL, which is where we want the image to come from, and a headline, which in the case of the image only is the title of your card. So let me explain that a little bit more. So from the cause website, I want people to go to the image gallery, which is this website or this specific URL. It's a landing page on the website that's got a whole bunch of pictures of beautiful, lovely animals that everyone wants to see, and we want everyone to see. So I copy this URL into the click-through URL. I found the image that I personally like the best, which is a guinea pig, and did the right click, copy the image address, and pasting it back in the image URL. And the headline I named Guinea Pig August 2022 and add entry. So now when users open NewTab, they see the image that I chose first, because that's the one I added most recently, and the Foster Today image plus text card that I created just before that. Now you may notice that even though we put in a headline of Guinea Pig August 2022, that's actually not showing anywhere on the image card. For the headline for image only, we really want it to be image only. But having that title means you can go back and look at the cards you've created and know what you might be editing or removing. If you don't want a cute guinea pig anymore, you might want to come back into tools and edit that image only. And if you had labeled it anything else, it might be hard to remember exactly which image you're editing. So it's a good idea to make the headline of your image only card something that actually reflects what the image is and when you added it. So to remove a card, or if you find that you've made a typo and you want to change the headline or any of the text, you will click on Edit for whichever existing cards you want to change. Once you click Edit, it will open up all of the details that you already have submitted. You can either edit them and click Update Entry, or if you want to take that card out completely, maybe the fundraiser event is over, or instead of foster care, you are really in need of donations of pet food, things like that, you can click this and it will delete the card. Once you've done that, update the entry and the NewTab will update for all your members. Well, then now we will hear a bit more from Rob, who says he has a face for radio, but he's going to tell us all about our upcoming video contest, where your cause can truly shine.
Well, thank you, Kim. The whole point of NewTab is giving our causes, there's 80 some odd thousand of them in the system, another way to communicate with their constituencies, an easy way to do it, and in a way that also makes them a little bit of money. So it makes it easier on you, and it also raises a bit of money. That's what Dime a Day is all about. And short videos are all the rage. So let's put that to work for you. We came up with a contest that gives your supporters an extra reason to help you. You get great videos. These are videos you can use elsewhere, and a $5 donation each time someone submits a qualified video. But they should hurry because there is only 1,000 $5 donations ready to go. So be one of those first 1,000 qualified submissions, and it's a $5 donation to your particular cause. Your supporters get to help you. Plus, it's actually fun to do. And they get a chance to win a $50 Walmart gift card. So you get videos, they get some fun, they get to help, and they get a chance at a gift card. You should spread the word. Tell the world. Make hay while the sun shines. And just to give you a more crystal clear example, here's our own Kim Logan again.
Oh no, the video isn't going to play. I uploaded this video. It's about 30 seconds long. And since I can't get it to play right now on the webinar, I will put a link to it on our YouTube channel so that you can see what a short video that mentions my cause, it mentions I give, and it mentions actually a few stores that I use when shopping on iGive to support my cause. So there is a link to that on support.igive.com, along with some details and tips and tricks. Um, but it is, I think it's pretty cute, especially that little face right there. So if you get a chance, please do check it out. And it's a good guide for how you might want to, how your supporters might want to speak about your cause. And of course, now is the perfect time to spread the word. As you hopefully already know, we do have a $15 new member bonus. So when a member that is new to iGive joins by September 30th and then makes their first purchase within 45 days of joining, your cause will earn a $15 bonus donation. And that is way over halfway to your check. And with all of that, once again, I have been Kimberly Logan with Charity Relations. And if there are any questions, we have about 3 or 4 minutes left.
Kim, we had several questions about the relationship of the iGive button to NewTab. And I thought I'd do just a quick overview of how they're related. NewTab is a feature of the iGive button. When we introduced NewTab back in February, it was pretty heavy-handed. We figured that out pretty quickly. I wish we had figured it out before we actually introduced it, but we made some changes to the behavior of the iGive button so that the page you see, the start page, your home page, etc., is much more under your control. There's a lot of options there, but to get NewTab as a start page to earn the dime a day, that is, people just visit NewTab once a day, and you guys, you earn a dime. You have to have the iGive button installed, so it is a required thing. Jennifer asks, what can we do? How can we promote this contest? What's the best way, I guess, is what she's asking.
Sure. If your cause has any newsletters, or if you post to Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, let people know that it's happening and send them to, we'll send with a copy of this webinar, we will send a link that takes folks directly to the details page of the contest. So this is our general support link, but with the email, including your copy of this recording, we will have a link that takes you directly to the tips and tricks for supporting, or I'm sorry, for submitting, for creating and submitting a video. On that link, there will be a little button that says submit here. We are also going to be sending from iGive to all iGive members an instructional page and an invitation to submit their video on behalf of their cause. So we're going to be sending that just before the contest starts on September 1st. And if you want to give folks a heads up, you've got a few days to mention it in any newsletters or any events where you're actually talking to people face to face, or on your social media.
So Margaret asks, does this video, are there requirements? Does it just have to be an ad for iGive? Is it something that she can put out in lots of different places? What are some of the sort of, since the video didn't play?
Right. So it needs to be under 45 seconds. I'll go back to that slide real quick. It needs to be a 45-second or shorter video. We want them to mention igive.com and your cause by name. And then the member needs to share it publicly themselves. And once they do that, once they submit it to us and share it, then they're eligible for those prizes. But also, because they have to share it publicly and give it to us, we are going to then turn around and give you, the cause administrator, access to the videos that are made for your cause so that you can share them anywhere you want. And if one of your supporters wins the gift card, you can celebrate that for them and for your cause as well.
Joe asks, Joe says, I don't like Walmart. Does it have to be a Walmart gift card?
Well, if Joe is one of the winners, we can reach out. When we reach out with that detail, maybe we can work something out. Right now, it is a Walmart gift card, but if one of our top three winners absolutely doesn't like Walmart, I bet you we can make arrangements.
We have reached 1:30. We try to keep these things to run on time. We respect folks' time, and thank you very much for attending. And I'm going to pass it back to you, Kim, to close it down.
All right. I am just going to say thank you so much. Feel free to reach out to us at support@igive.com with any questions, and we will get the recording out to you in a follow-up email. And it will also be on our YouTube page, which is also where you can go and find the sample video. Have a wonderful morning, afternoon, and or evening, wherever you may be. Bye.